This is Science Quest. With your host, Jed Allen Friels. He's taking you around the world, discussing everything science. It's Science Quest.
Hi, I'm Jed Allen Friels, and thanks for joining me today on Science Quest. Today we've traveled to the jungles just outside of Rincon, Puerto Rico. The jungles here have some dense foliage, and I'm standing next to a grove of bamboo that is still left natural here in the jungle. What I'm reminded of as I stand here amongst these bamboo plants in the jungle is human impact on the earth. As humans strive on the island of Puerto Rico to find enough room to live, the jungle continues to be cleared. Deforestation happens at a very, very fast rate. Yet here at Rincon, we found someone that's trying to preserve the jungle, yet provide habitat for people also. They've done what they've called build a hooch. Let's walk on down the trail and see what we can find. As we pass through the jungle area here, we come upon what we might call back in the United States a treehouse. Now, it's not the typical treehouse that you might remember when you were a kid. You know, the one your dad built you in the backyard. This is a treehouse built in the middle of the jungle. Not only is it built in the middle of the jungle, it's built out of the bamboo that we were just standing next to. Now, this isn't the small bamboo that you just saw. They've waited for the bamboo to mature. And as I look around the jungle around me, I see lots of bamboo that is matured. The thing about bamboo is it's extremely strong once it's dried. We have right here in front of us 8 major bamboo poles that are supporting this treehouse sticking up through the jungle canopy. Now, the canopy itself is up there above the hooch, but the hooch has got this spot curved out in the canopy where it is sticking. Now, the great thing about it is we haven't disturbed much of the jungle floor. That footprint, you know, the humans leave on the jungle. Human impact on the earth is huge, and all of us leave that footprint behind. When you're trying to build in the jungle, the normal way to do that is to clear out part of the jungle. Here in Rincon, what they've done is tried to leave as minimal of footprint as they can. Let me show you what I mean. Down here at the base of the hooch, you can see that all of these bamboos have funneled into one point. So the impact of humans on the earth here has been minimal. Yet as we look up the hooch, we're providing almost 200 square feet of living space for humans here in the jungle. In the treehouse, as we call it. Now, the greatest thing about this treehouse, or the hooch, is the view. Follow me upstairs. Coming through the hooch, you'll notice there's a first floor here. It's about 5 by 5, 25 square feet. It funnels out to provide about 50 square feet of living area here in the kitchen. But upstairs in the main room, we have about another 150 square feet. Let's go up and take a look. So as we climb up the ladder in the hooch, it's an amazing view. The first thing we notice, of course, is the Atlantic Ocean. Here on the edge of Rincon, in the jungle, we look out at the Atlantic Ocean. We're about a half a mile offshore, but yet the view is spectacular. As we look down over the edge, we can see that the treehouse has been built above the canopy. And the first thing we notice is these 2 cables that are stabilizing the treehouse itself. Now, we all know that the funnel couldn't stand on its own, so these cables have been stretched out to anchoring points in the jungle to balance the tree house on that base that we saw so far below us now. And that base itself, of course, is carrying the weight, yet these cables are providing the stabilization. It's a great place to study the canopy of the rainforest. As we obviously can see, we can look right out and we could touch the top of the canopy here in the jungle. It's a great place to study it without actually having to harm it. As we take a look around the treehouse here, I've closed the door so that I don't fall back down there. Obviously, once you're up in the treehouse, we still had a great big hole in the floor. As we take a look, you can see how, again, the walls funnel out to give us more living room, okay, and stretch us out into the jungle canopy more. That's the whole point, I believe, of this spectacular treehouse here in Puerto Rico, is the fact that we can actually get up into the jungle canopy and study the canopy without harming the environment, okay? Our impact on the earth here has been minimal. That's the major thing we have to focus on. Humans leave a footprint behind. Everything we do impacts the earth. If we can leave as small a footprint as possible behind, we do an excellent job of becoming good stewards of the earth, and our human impact will be small. That's the whole point. Most of the time we build particular habitats like this, but yet we wipe out the jungle. Here in Rincon, they've built this beautiful treehouse, yet the jungle has been preserved around them. After all, the earth has been here much longer than humans have, and the earth is going to be here long after we're gone. That's the point. We've got to find a way to coexist better with the earth. That's what this treehouse does. Science is a quest for knowledge. We have to continue down that quest, looking for answers like we found today in Rincon, Puerto Rico. I'm Jed Allen Friels, and thanks for joining me today on Science Quest.